The screen door slammed. Springsteen.
You having a stroke there, Scotty?
Springsteen. The three bones.
Oh, that's your Springsteen. That's your Springsteen.
You ain't no beauty, but hey, you're all right. Springsteen's birthday today, bro. I'm not a huge Springsteen fan.
I'm not either. Well, I'm from Long Island, and I find there's a little rift between Long Island people and Jersey people about spring. There's like this unofficial rivalry between Billy Joel people and Bruce Springsteen people. Who's really the voice of the blue collar tri-state area person? And being from Long Island, I'm a Billy guy.
Gotta go Billy. I go Billy every time just because I'm a bigger fan of Billy Joel.
Right. Okay. Where'd you grow up, though? Where were your formative years?
I grew up in Rockland County on the outskirts of New York City.
Okay. That's where you became a woman. And
that's right. I am woman, don't you know? Anyway, listen, while everybody's loading up, so Suki had a last minute something today. And after calling about 97 different people, Will was the only one available. And I said, you know what? I mulled it around. I called other people. Hey, should we have Will on? Shouldn't we have him? Is he good enough? Is he good looking enough? Is he talented enough? Is he funny enough? He was just on last week, blew everybody away. The women loved him. I said, you know what? Let's give Will a shot. Let's give him a shot. See how he does. Maybe he, takes over in the role. I don't know. But no, anyway, dude, you were the first one I thought of. Suki said she had an emergency. You were on last week. The women were loving you. You were funny as hell. I said, let's get this man on right now.
Well, Scotty, you made a huge mistake, let me tell you. This whole thing is going down. You just sped up toward the iceberg, my friend.
Listen.
I actually called up your I'm happy to be here, but I am a little insulted after I called up your booking department. I spoke to some people at the Suki and Scott show because I wanted to see exactly what the pecking order was.
Was it Clarice? Okay. Did you speak to Clarice on the switchboard?
Hello, Clarice.
Tell me about the lambs, Clarice.
Here's what I found out. For those of you who are wondering how it goes, how I'm treated around here. Okay, Suki couldn't do it. Phil couldn't do it. So here's the line of secession. Like there's the president. If the president, God forbid, something happens to the president,
right.
The line of secession. So here's what I found out. First, you called up Steve Gutenberg.
Not available.
He come in.
Guy he freezes up.
He had a bad connection. He couldn't do it. He had a bad connection. So then you called Carrot Top.
Yeah, Carrot Top, no good.
Was playing bar mitzvah.
Yep.
So he couldn't do it. Then you called up Paulie Shore, but he was busy answering hate mail. You hit up American Idol fame man William Hung.
William Hung.
He's actually waiting out Carrot Top in case he gets sick and he gets to do the bar mitzvah.
She bangs.
He bangs. You called up Nathan's hot dog eating champ Joey Chestnut, but he has diarrhea. And finally, you called the complaint department at Viagra, but that was for something else. And then you called me. And here I am, Scotty. So that's that's the line of secession right there.
The complaint department at Viagra, very helpful, by the way, Will. I know you're a young man at this point.
Yes, fortunately, I don't have to worry much. Although you'd be surprised, Scotty, when I was in college, some guys took that stuff recreationally.
Recreationally, right? Just
or they would go out and be drunk and I guess have an issue. You whip that thing out. You find a reason to whip.
Listen, it's the yobo, the neck massager.
Did you say the nut massager?
Neck massage. See,
run the
so you young guys just see the mind is in the gutter, man. It's in the gutter.
You said nut massager, I think. Let's bring out the nut massager. Come on out, Michaela. No,
that's what I use it for.
But anyway, I'm very happy to be here. I know I had a busy schedule today. I canceled a wedding.
Nice.
My wedding. I was supposed to get married today. Canceled.
That's true. We're gonna talk about you and your new singleship, your new bachelorhood.
I
want to get that out in the open. You've been kind of private about it. The women who watch the show every time you're on, they go berserk. Will, love Will. Is he single? Is he married?
Right.
You're single right now, aren't you?
I am currently in a transition phase. Although that terminology has
Yeah.
taken on new meaning
Not
the last
anymore.
few years.
Okay. Are you Caitlyn Jenner transitioning or your
You
girlfriend
know, I might be
transitioning?
Wilhelmina before you know it. But yeah, I'm things are in a little bit of a different situation right now. I am kind of private. I said, Scotty, you knew this would be big news. And so what you did was you Hugh Granted me.
I
All
did.
right, when Hugh Grant got busted with the prostitute and he was scheduled to go on Leno, and Leno
Mm-hmm.
was losing in the ratings early on the first 2
Mm-hmm.
years to Letterman.
Yep.
And Hugh Grant wasn't going to do Leno's show, but Leno, wanting the ratings, called up Hugh Grant and convinced him that the best thing Hugh Grant could do, made it about him, the best thing you could do for your career is to come on my show tonight and clear the air. Hugh Grant comes on Leno's show. Leno goes, "What the hell were you thinking?" And from that moment on, Leno never trailed Letterman in the ratings again for 20 years. So you are hoping, because I know this is the #2 most popular show on the internet.
Of course, after yours.
That by bringing up my relationship status, this will now be your Hugh Grant moment.
Absolutely. And we're going to talk about that in a little while. We have an amazing show today. I'll introduce you to Nina Bergman. Maybe I could put you two together. She's an action superstar. She's a singer, songwriter, actress. She's in a new movie called Hell Hath No Fury. Comes out in November.
My ass.
Dude, she if you look at her movie, she likes to beat the crap out of Nazis, and that's what she's doing again in Hell Hath No Fury. Ian Flanigan's joining us in just a couple of minutes, seconds, I should say. He's been on before. He's an amazing singer, one of the finalists on The Voice back when he was on. He's got new music right now. He's out with Blake Shelton. He's got a new song out. We're going to talk about that. He's on tour. COVID is winding down as far as people getting together. So Ian's on tour, and he's got some great stuff going on. He's going to sing for us a little bit. You'll sing for us a little bit. Maybe Nina will sing for us a little bit. But it is an amazing show. And you ready to kick it off, my friend? You ready to get going?
I can't wait. Ian is he's very talented, and I'm excited to talk to him. And Nina's great as well. So let's do it, man.
All right. So listen. So Ian Flanigan's got this new song out called "Grow Up," featuring Blake Shelton, which of course he became friends with when he was on The Voice. So here's a little bit of "Grow Up," and then we'll bring Ian on the other side. Take a look.
They say we're never gonna grow up. Well, they might be right, 'cause we're alive, and tonight we're raising something colder. We thought we would one day, but hey, we ain't, 'cause one day still ain't showed up. I guess we're never gonna grow up. Hang on too long, screw what we need, do what we want, leave our mark like black on leather. Don't they know we'll live forever? We're never gonna grow up. Well, they might be right, 'cause we're alive, and tonight we're raising something colder. We thought we would one day, but hey, we ain't, 'cause one day still ain't showed up.
Yes, out of the Winnebago and into the studio. There he is.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Ian, how you doing, buddy?
Ian, how are you, pal? Listen, Ian, I'm sorry I couldn't bring you Suki this time around. Will's the next best thing after the 70 people we tried to get on the program. But it's great to have you back, bud.
Thanks it's great to be back. Thanks for having me. Will, great to meet you. Tell Suki I say hey, though.
You too. Will do. She'll be back the second I'm gone. Let me tell you.
Yeah. She's got
avoids me.
She's got emergencies left and right, Sue. But Ian, listen, man, you got this new song out. Obviously, let's just recap, because you were just a huge contestant on The Voice, very popular. And you just kind of cultivated this friendship with Blake. You were on his team, and now you guys are putting out music together, right?
Oh, it's crazy, man. I don't really know what to say besides just how grateful I am for that. It all kind of came out of nowhere, and wasn't expecting it. I just gotta, I don't know, just staying grateful.
Yeah, no, it's wild, man. You look at some of the shots, and how many years ago was this already?
I think we just passed the 1 year reunion for it.
Okay, so it's been a year since you've been on, and the funny thing is, Will, I don't know if you know about Ian, but Ian, tell me if I'm wrong. You and your partner, you guys kind of just you bought this Winnebago. You went out on the road. You were traveling around. I know the last time we interviewed you, you were in the Winnebago.
I was,
and you guys just said, "Hey, man, screw it. Let's get out on the road and go have some fun."
Yeah, basically, my story started. I've been an independent musician since I was 17 years old, and I've been pushing as a songwriter since as a kid. And my fiance now, Ayla, we went about 3 years ago. She got in a bad car accident,
right?
Needed to have a spinal fusion surgery. And really the whole thing just kind of showed us how short life can be and how limited time you have. And we decided to sell pretty much everything we owned. And we ended up buying this 24-foot Winnebago and hitting the country as a family, raising a kid out on the road, just figuring it out.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that because when I read it, it almost reminded me, you remember everyone's always looking for someone who has all the answers, right? Someone who has life figured out. Remember in Forrest Gump when Forrest just starts running across the country and everybody starts following him because they think he's like this master or he's got some sort of a plan. When I read that you did that, you sold your stuff, you got on the road, you just decided to follow your heart. I'm like, what was the impetus for that? And is there some sort of clarity that you found? Did it really, you had an aha moment where this just made sense to you?
For us, I mean, I've been on the road here and there myself for so long. The aha moment was kind of just doing these songwriting festivals as a writer, as an independent artist. It takes years to break into different states and different markets. And you just can't wait around. You can't wait around thinking anybody's coming to sign you. You can't wait around thinking somebody's going to come do the work for you. You got to go. It's it doesn't matter if you got no money or whatever, you have to do the work. And that for us was at that time leaving. Upstate New York, we're all from this Northeast. Winter comes, music is done, man. You got to wait till the spring to get really going again. So for us, we wanted a career, we wanted a house one day, put kid through college, and that was just it. We got to go,
That's so funny, man. We were talking before the show. You grew up near Woodstock, New York. As a kid, I spent so much time up near Woodstock, New York.
Oh yeah.
And it's just and now, so literally today, you're on tour right now. You got a show tonight, don't you?
I am. Yeah, I just flew in last night. I'm heading down for a Access Gala tonight in Newburgh, New York. It's gonna be awesome. It's with Jermaine Paul. He was the season 2 winner of The Voice. It's gonna be great, man. I'm really looking forward to it.
Did growing up in Woodstock, growing up next to Woodstock, it's so legendary. It's synonymous with one thing, basically. Do you think that played a part in just the lore of that area of people talking music? I'm assuming in that area, restaurants and things have different paraphernalia up. Is that like growing up next to Yankee Stadium and wanting to play baseball one day because of it?
It is. I'm from Saugerties, New York. We're 4 miles away from Woodstock. So my time was always spent between the two towns. And it's an interesting blend. It's like when you grow up next to it, you don't actually realize the weight of it until you're older. I didn't realize how epic Woodstock really was till much later in life. But yeah, the main thing that it's helped me with is I've never looked at being a musician or going after that starving artist life as, something bad. I've always been encouraged to do it, always thought of it as a really highly respected career. And I think that coming from here, people celebrate that. There's a lot of local legends out here, and it's just a career that people don't discourage. I was always encouraged to follow it. Even when I was selling everything to go live in a van that was 24 feet long, which is the same length as like a Ford truck, with a kid, my mom was just like, "Are you kidding? You know how many people would love to have that van?" And it's all encouragement. Everybody has always been supportive up here for music.
That's well. And just to put it all in perspective, Will's apartment is about 10 feet long. So
there you go.
You were doing all right doing a bit.
Scott, let me tell you something. I was just going to go, Scotty, tell us what Woodstock was like.
Oh.
And kind of make an age joke. And I said, I'm going to be nice to Scott. And then you hit me with the apartment joke. I got to tell you, Ian, you see the abuse I take here?
Listen, I was
off with you guys. Yeah.
I was only 3 years old in '69. I know you guys probably weren't even born yet. I was only 3. Now, by the way, Woodstock, the town, is not technically where Woodstock was held. Woodstock was held in Bethel Woods on Max Yasgur's farm, where you can now go see concerts as well. But Woodstock, the town, where most people do think that's where the concert was,
right?
But Woodstock it's like it's this whole, every store that you go into, there's shirts and paraphernalia, vinyl shops, so records, the whole deal. And it's just such a cool town to walk around because it's got that throwback. Even today on a nice day, you go walk around and you eat outside at the restaurants, and you're walking around, and every shop is just pictures of Hendrix and people who were there. And it's wild, man. It's great.
It almost sounds like Cooperstown for like baseball, a similar thing. Ian, do you remember Woodstock 99?
I was at my grandmother's house on Montgomery Street in Saugerties watching it on her big TV on the ground. My parents were there. Or 94. What was it?
Was it 94?
94.
I was going to say 94, but I thought it would be a 30-year honor. I guess it was a 25-year. Because I remember
being 5 years old. I remember
Green Day was there.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, my parents they ordered it on pay-per-view for me, and then they were out doing something, and I'm watching it, and all of a sudden these girls are just flashing in the crowd, and they're all covered in mud, and the camera's showing it, and I'm like looking around,
love, man, peace and love.
This is awesome. I'm like, I gotta be a musician, I don't know. Ian, do you see that stuff a lot? Have you been flashed?
Vegas. You might see some stuff in Vegas, but for the most part, not too much at the folk festivals.
That's funny. Scotty, you flash people, female musicians
all the time. I was going to ask you.
Scott's known for that, though.
In the trench coat.
Did you break out your hash pipe while you were watching on pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Hello, ladies.
I was like 9 years old, maybe hash browns, Scotty, not a hash pipe.
But, hey, listen, man, I know you got the guitar there. You want to sing a little bit?
Let's do it.
Sure. Yeah, I haven't warmed up, so you got to go easy on me, but that's all right. I know last time you were singing I sang this song in color for the finale, and I remember you did a really great version of it. So I figured I'd just sing it for you today.
Oh, do it, bro! I love that song.
Just because
my wife and I were just listening to that the other day. You should have seen it in color.
Yeah,
that's Jamie. What's his name?
Jamie Johnson.
Jamie Johnson. Go ahead, bud. Great song. Light it up.
Yeah, I just changed my strings too, so could be it.
Will, there's no way you know this tune.
Let's hear it.
Can you hear it all right?
Perfect.
Said, Grandpa, what's this picture here? It's all black and white. Ain't real clear, is that you there? He said, yeah, I was 11. Times were tough back in 35, and there's me and Uncle Joe trying to survive a cotton farm in the Great Depression. It looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other. Should have seen it in color. This one here was taken overseas in the middle of hell in 1943. In the wintertime, you can almost see my breath. That was my tail gunner, old Johnny McGee. He was a high school teacher from New Orleans, and he had my back right through the day we left. It looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other. Should have seen it in color. Pictures worth 1,000 words, but you can't see what those shades of gray keep covered. Should have seen it in color. This one is my favorite one. It's me and Grandma in the summer sun, all dressed up the day we said our vows. Can't see it here, but it was hot that June. That rose was red and her eyes were blue. Look at this smile, I was so proud. That's the story of my life, right there in black and white. Yeah, it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other. Should have seen it in color. Pictures worth 1,000 words. You can't see what those shades of gray keep covered. Should have seen it in color. Should have seen it in color.
Damn.
Thanks, guys.
Dude, that was way too easy for you.
Oh man,
That
that's
was
a great song.
Even my wife chimed in and said that's so good, and she's the hardest critic out there. So,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
dude, you sound Will. Doesn't he sound like Joe Cocker?
Definitely Joe
Right?
Cocker vibes. I read on your website, which by the way, your bio reads like a poem. It's so beautiful. I think the phrase "whiskey soaked voice"
Yeah,
was
I
in
know,
there.
people
Yeah.
are amazing. Yeah.
Is that more of a phrase, or do you actually have a whiskey? Are you a heavy whiskey drinker?
So, and that's okay to segue into this. I'm 5 years sober.
Okay.
I had
Way to go, Phil. Well, Phil.
Will.
Will.
Will, you brought up a terrible touchy
These are the
subject.
interesting. These
This
are the
is terrible.
interesting nuggets, Scotty.
man.
I'm just teasing you, bro. I'm just
No,
teasing.
Now
it's
you're
all
yelling
right.
out the wrong name in bed, Scotty.
How many times do I call you Phil? It's
Look,
unbelievable.
I'm gonna do this.
Phil.
Scott. I'm not looking at you. Go ahead, Ian. It's
Phil.
just
Yeah,
you.
there
It's
you
just
go.
you and me. And go ahead.
Okay, yeah, let's block him. Where
Let's
is
block
he?
him out of here.
Oh, shit. So funny. You know what? Here, I could always do this. I could always
you
do
son
this.
of
He's
a
got the
gun.
power. He's got the power. No,
Go ahead, Ian. Go ahead. Talk about it.
I started off at 17. I went down to Orlando, Florida, and I just, learned how to play in the dive bars. And I had a really, the classic playing for booze for 7 years. Like that's what I was paid in. And, along with that kind of life comes a little bit of you might get a little rasp out of it. And I did. But me and my fiance were laughing. We were just in Texas last week and my uncles were there. And my uncles, man, they are like twice as raspy as me. And we we're like, it's totally genetic too. They're just like, how you doing over there? I'm like, oh my God. So it's a little bit of both. I used to have a lot of that and family stuff.
That's funny. I can picture in that family, little 2-year-old Ian, like, Mama.
Mom. Yeah.
It's funny, Ian, though, because my friends make fun of me. I have all this alcohol paraphernalia back here. I hardly ever drink. I'm not like, recovering or like technically sober. Like I'll have a drink or something, but I drink like 3 times a year. And everyone's like, why do you have that? I'm like, I don't know. The culture of
Other
alcohol,
too.
people
Other
that like
people
it. Yeah, it's an interesting culture, but I don't know. Scotty, I know you're a booze hound.
Listen, booze, sex, I'm addicted to all of it, Will. You know that. It's I sit here in my basement and I watch porn and drink whiskey and, and wait for
how that's
all I do.
I love how your sex addiction is you watching porn.
Direct. Yeah.
I'm a married man, don't forget. So
You're like, oh man, I had sex 4 times today. Went through a whole box of tissues.
Yeah. Oh my good. With all the Kardashians.
Oh
wait,
my
geez.
God.
But wait, Ian, before we hear another song, I got to tell you that song. I'm not just BSing you here. I really love that song. I am such personally an old soul, and I love all this. I mean, he's got old Hollywood here. I got old black and white photos and things like that. And the idea, when I heard the title of the song, You Should Have Seen It in Color, I'm like, I think this is what it's about. That's really cool, man. That's a really cool, because it's an interesting concept. You see these old black and white pictures and it kind of looks stuffy or still. And then it's like, no, that was someone's vibrant life and day. You know what I mean? So that's
a
great
way
man.
to put it. Yeah,
And it looks like we were scared to death.
Scott, I thought you were going to come in with that high harmony, man.
Like a couple of kids. Nah, man, I can't interrupt you. Listen, you want to do a little of a one that you did with Blake that I played earlier on?
Yeah, sure. Let me do I'll do like a verse and chorus. Make everybody go listen to the rest of
it. By the way, Blake Shelton on The Voice said you were pretty much one of the most unique voices he's heard, right?
He was very kind with that. He used to toss around things like broken glass, gargling, and I mean, my thing is, the best thing he ever said is that because I'll tell you, I was never going to audition for this show. I was never ever thought about American Idol or anything, just because I don't have this range. Like I can't hit these super high notes and do all these crazy runs like a lot of people can do. And I never considered it, but really what it is he said it's just an identifiable sound. And that's like one of the most important things.
Yeah, man.
So, I mean, he definitely helped boost my confidence with recordings and all that kind of stuff too.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Light it up,
good,
baby.
good
Light
dude,
it up.
man. But
So
yeah,
this-
we released, it's called Grow Up.
Grow Up. And this is out now, right? This is out right now?
This is out now. We're going to radio with it. It's been a lot of fun.
Beautiful.
So I'll just make a bit of it up. Just change the whole thing right now. No, just kidding. It's got to be in tune for you. Secondhand lighters, headlight dreamers, backseat players, windshield singers, small town living, love the haters, Main Street beat drop review shakers. Say we're never gonna grow up. Hand-stabbed handshakes, love drunk tipsy, a map, coke, and a whiskey kiss me. Strap off a shoulder, feel that fire. Embers in her eyes wanna burn me higher. Said we're never gonna grow up. Well, they might be right, cause we're loud, and tonight raising something cold up. Thought we would one day, but hey, we ain't. Just one day still ain't showed up. I guess we're never gonna grow up. So I'll just give you guys a little bit of it.
Very nice. Wow, man. That was good. That was good.
Beautiful.
Stuff,
I love it.
Ian, listen, I want to put up your site because that's where all your tour dates are.
Oh yeah, thank you. That's awesome. Yeah.
IanFlaniganmusic.com. And give me a couple of cities where you're going to be. I know tonight you're in Newburgh, just hanging a little bit. When can people actually come and watch you sing?
I'm pulling up the old calendar.
Go ahead, light it up.
I am in Newburgh tonight. I'll be in Massachusetts this Saturday. On all this stuff in detail is on this website or Facebook, Instagram. Thank you all I saw some people commenting down there too. So thank you guys. I appreciate the love. And go to Instagram or anything. I just posted all the dates. I'm heading out to Oneonta. I'm doing a lot of deep Western New York stuff, which I'm really into because your family's from Fleischman, so you know.
Yeah.
I'll be out in Oneonta doing a Play It Forward concert. It's like a crazy awesome jam. And then after that, I'm doing the Hudson Valley Rodeo. I'm getting to open for Chris Jansen. He's a huge, awesome musician.
Wow, beautiful.
So I'm pumped. I mean, I love coming back up home. It gives me an excuse to get back. I get to see my mom. I'm actually at her house right now, set up all my studio stuff.
I love it.
And then we're going back out to Texas we'll be in Ohio on the 9th, and we get to headline a Clark County Fairgrounds. So like we're pumped for that one. And then we're heading off to Texas again for a little bit.
So dude, when you went to audition for The Voice with your guitar, did you ever think not too far after that you'd be sitting on various shows going, well, I'll be here and I'm going to be playing here and you can come see me here. And I got this new song with Blake Shelton. I mean, that's got to be a little surreal, right?
It's really surreal. And, there's just so much, I feel like, responsibility to maintain it in a proper way. Cause I know so many musicians out there right now, we're all hustling and it's such a hustle. It's such a grind. And a lot of people only see like 2% of it. Like a 1 hour show is really about a 13 to 18 hour day sometimes. And,
right.
I just feel so fortunate because for a decade I've been doing this on my own. And right now I have a massive team that's just helping so much. Like I got my management, my label, my booking agency, my fiance. I mean, man, I'm the luckiest guy in the world right now.
Our guy, Jason Spiewak.
Jason Spiewak is my boy.
That's
He
the
is
man
a
right there.
fantastic manager, JLS management all the way.
Yeah, no, Jason's the man. Listen, but before you go, Ian, can I give you one request?
Sure.
That I know you bang out beautifully. How about a little, Will you know who'll stop the rain? Creedence.
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's right up your alley. I've actually.
Have you ever seen the rain?
Have you ever seen the rain? What I say? Who'll stop the rain?
Yeah, I don't know.
You sang that. I've seen you sing it on The Voice, I think.
I sang it, but you gotta understand, I got like all D's in school. If I don't play it yesterday, I'm not
Oh,
gonna
no.
know it today. Let me see.
Oh,
Let
okay.
me see what I can do.
How often are you asked? How many?
Have you ever seen the rain? Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you want
I want to know.
I want to know. Let me figure it out for you, Scott.
Go ahead. Listen, the only reason I asked is I saw it on YouTube. It's only like a year old.
Long ago.
Oh, that version. I don't even know that version.
Ian, you know what then, bro? You pick a cover. You sing what you like then. I was throwing that out because I saw you do it.
A little help from my friends.
Let me do two really quick. I'll do two, like a verse and chorus. We'll wing it.
Go ahead,
Okay?
light it up.
Let's just see what happens.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm just gonna wing it. Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm. Yes, I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say, it'll rain a sunny day. I know, shining down like water. I wanna know if you ever see the rain. I wanna know if you ever see the rain coming down on a sunny day.
Damn.
I don't know what he says. I don't know what he says.
I don't know that one. Yeah, you could have recorded that one right there.
I'll do one last one. I know I got to get out, but I'm
Go ahead.
playing this tonight with Jermaine Paul. So
I love it.
I don't have the lyrics up. Just this is what I do. I learn songs on the fly,
Wish I could do that, man.
and then I just sing them with all the love in my heart. But this one is called. I figured I might as well just practice this. I'm going to do it tonight.
Do it.
See if you know this. We were born before the wind, also younger than the sun. When the bonnet boats were warm, we sailed into the misty. Hark now, he said his cry. Smell the sea, touch the sky. Let your soul and spirits fly into the misty. I'll just wing it now. When that fire come blows, I'll be coming home. When that fire home blows, I wanna hear it. I don't wanna feel it, and I wanna rock your gypsy soul, just like back in the days of old. Yeah, magnificently we will float into the misty. I don't know. I gotta wing it still.
That was great.
Thanks,
great,
guys.
bro. That's great. Well, don't you wish you, as a single guy, don't you wish you could walk into a bar crowded with women and just start playing like that? They would be all over you, bro. That's all you got to do for the females to like you. Will is just play something.
I mean, I even just like the first half of that scenario, just walking into a bar full of women. I mean, I like to think sense of humor has something to do with it. Are you allowed to just bring a guitar into a bar? Is that
just
part
bring
of
it in and tell jokes? That's what you got to do.
Yeah, you can bring a guitar anywhere.
I love it. Ian, listen, man, you are amazing as always, bud. I'm so glad to see that things are, you're back out and you're showing everybody this amazing talent. It seems so effortless for you, bro. congrats on the song with Blake Shelton, and just, keep doing it, man. In 6 more months, we'll have you back out here. You'll be in little arenas by the time, spring comes around.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm just grateful for the work, man. Thanks for having me back. Will, it's great to meet you too, man.
You too, Ian. I appreciate it. You and me have to stick together when Scott keeps disrespecting me like this. So.
I know. It's
Ian, I'll see you in Woodstock one of these days.
yeah, come on out, man. We'll wear some tie-dyes together.
You got it, brother. Ian, thanks, buddy.
All right,
Peace,
thank you,
guys.
buddy.
Have fun. Will, how great is Ian Flanigan?
Seems like a very cool dude,
How great is he?
and super talented. That's do you know if he writes his songs or co-writes?
He's a singer-songwriter. Yeah,
That's
amazing.
even cooler. No, he's awesome, man.
Now, listen, I know today when I called you to fill in for Suki last minute because of whatever her emergency was, you didn't know that you were going to be speaking to such incredible talent today, right? And that's not really where the show ends, Will. I had a lot more for you today.
Because you're not talking about yourself, obviously.
No. Well, listen, being on with me, that's just the added bonus, bud.
Is it?
We have Nina Bergman's coming up in just a second, but as I said, we kind of did this show backwards.
Okay.
See, usually we have the musical guest on second,
right?
But Ian has a concert tonight, so he needed to get out by a certain time. So we're on Facebook Live and all these other live streaming sites. But for all the big streaming sites, we really have done the show backwards, and I'm going to flip it and make it frontwards, where Nina is actually the start of the show.
So let's get in our DeLorean.
Right. So we're gonna go back in time.
Back in time. So all these streaming sites, their names are like Crackle and Smickle and Smiggle.
Right. You got Crackle TV and Stir and View It. They're all owned by these
missing
big
a vowel. All missing a vowel.
Yes,
somewhere.
they're all missing the vowel.
You
Owned by these big broadcasters.
Exactly.
Listen, how you feeling so far, bud? This is your first co-hosting day. You've always been a guest on the show. You made everybody. You make them laugh. The women love you, but a little different in the co-hosting spot, right?
I like it. I host podcasts, so I'm a little used to it. But you make me feel so at home when I'm here that when I'm a guest, I almost feel like you let me kind of take over the show anyway. So I sort of, I never shut up.
True.
So it's very similar to what it is, but now I get to actually ask questions. And so it's nice. I like it. I'm hoping the viewers, I know I'm not quite the same to look at as Suki.
No, definitely not.
Definitely not. But but I hope everyone's enjoying it. And Crackle, that was the name of one, right?
Crackle Plus, yes. Used to be
the phrase, oh snap.
Crackle.
That was actually coined by Crackle's wife.
Crackle TV.
When she was Snap, Crackle, and Pop. She was cheating on I almost said Snackle.
Yeah,
but we could edit that joke out of the thing.
Listen, I admitted to a porn and whiskey addiction early on. Nobody ever knew that about.
Yeah, you admitted to. Yeah. That's like Shaquille O'Neal admitting he's over 6 feet tall.
Right. Are you ready to actually start the show now?
I am ready to start the show. I'm ready to get 30 minutes younger, Scotty.
Here we go, baby. We'll start it off.
The Suki and Scott Show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling.
It's musical. It's magical.
Suki and Scott, that's 7 of hearts. Exactly.
This is a sexy show.
Someone's getting some action.
Now, these larger-than-life personalities are on an exciting new journey as they bring you the Suki and Scott Show.
You guys nailed it. You're great. You ask great questions. You listen.
I answered you because I have respect for you guys, and it was a question respectfully put.
The Suki and Scott Show is your one-stop destination for humor.
You like De Niro and Cape Fear. Counselor!
Entertainment.
Jesse's girl.
Wonderful!
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
And optimism.
You guys have such amazing energy.
Ultraviolet light, it gets in there and it just fights the kung flu. Is that right? Okay.
Let's laugh together.
I love him.
The Suki and Scott Show.
Oh, Will, what an amazing show we have for everybody today.
Do we have an amazing show?
So glad to see you, pal. How's everything? Good?
Everything is going so well. I'm excited. We've got Nina Bergman coming up, and then I can't wait to meet Ian Flanigan.
Yeah. No,
He
Ian's
seems like a
you're gonna
good guy.
love Ian when he shows up later. He's a great singer.
But Nina, I mean, it's a big show.
Listen, Nina
show.
Bergman is she's a Hollywood superstar at this particular point. She's an actress. She's a singer. She's a songwriter. She's a model. She loves fighting Nazis, which is good.
Kick-ass.
She always
kick-ass.
she will beat the crap out of both of us. You look at her movies; she's a fantastic actress, in amazing shape. She is an action star through and through, and I think you're going to hear a lot more about her. But she's got this new movie out called Hell Hath No Fury.
It's a very scary title. I saw the trailer. This thing is intense. We'll talk with her about it.
Yeah. It comes out on Friday, November 5th. And I just want to read to you before we bring her in, and I show you a little bit of the movie after on. Here's what it says about the movie. You ready?
Yeah.
It says, branded a traitor by her countrymen, French national Marie Dujardin, I think that's the way you say it, is rescued by Americans. To survive, she must lead them to gold hunted by the Nazis, the French, more Americans. The only army that's not looking for this gold is the North Koreans, and I think they come in part 2, and she's got to beat the crap out of all of them to find this gold and survive.
It sounds like Laura Croft meets Mad Max meets National Treasure, and I gotta tell you, I'm in.
We'll talk to her about the movie and her career, and we'll show you the trailer. But first, here's a little bit of Nina Bergman, and then we'll bring her in on the other side. Yeah, you get the idea, don't you? You all right? You all right, bud?
I'm a little intimidated. Oh boy. Just like Doris Day's highlight reel, let me tell you.
Nina, how are you?
I'm really good. You guys make me laugh, I have to say.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Don't be scared. I'm a really nice person.
I'm sure you are. That's just who needs the Avengers? You could just send Nina into any situation.
Yeah.
Here, wait, Will. She says she's a nice person, but that's her. That's her, dude.
Hey, don't push Nina. She's a nice person until you push her.
I don't need animals, okay?
That's true. Very big animal rights activist.
Nina, thank you so much for coming. Are you out in LA? Where are you right now?
I am in LA right now, this moment.
That's great. That's great. Thank you so much for coming on. It's a real pleasure. Hell Hath No Fury. Let's talk about the movie first.
Yes.
Coming out Friday, November 5th, I guess digitally and in theaters. Is it hitting the theater?
Theaters on the 5th and then digitally on the 9th.
Oh, okay. So it's it seems like a movie that you're I'm a movie theater guy. I don't like watching first run movies on my TV.
Yep.
It looks when you see the trailer, we'll play a little bit, but it looks like a movie you really need to go see in like a cool Dolby sound theater, right, with all the bells and whistles.
It definitely is. It's a very epic one.
Yeah. No, it's great. And you, how long does it take? And you saw that video, and I know you have another video where you were working out. You're a big stay fit person, obviously, because it looks like the roles that you've done, including a Wonder Woman role, you are you're doing a lot of physically fit stunts in the movie.
Yes, correct. I was a ballerina and then I became an amateur boxer, so it just kind of lent itself to those parts. I get to I never growing up, I never wanted to be like doing all the action movies. I wanted, to be like the Meryl Streep, but I just singing in a rock band, riding motorcycles, being a boxer, it just kind of, it just kind of lend itself to those kind of parts. And I was like, why fight it, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you, Nina, is, you're so many kick-ass roles in your music and it's such like hardcore stuff, but I know look at that. But then I know your background is, I know you studied opera, and I know your family lineage and yourself, you have a lot of stage acting in there. And so, if you were offered something lighter, if you got offered a role in a light romantic comedy with John Krasinski, would you be looking forward to that, or are you love this thing you've created and you want to keep doing it?
Oh, I would love to do that, but maybe have them give me a little twist.
A literal twist, like you twist his head off at the end when he cheats on you.
I was thinking like the character, like a little twist,
The girlfriend is an assassin on the side.
I'll do the romantic. Yeah, I'll do the romantic comedy as long as I get to bash someone's head in with a baseball bat at the end of the movie. But no, but you're so talented, and you even see there with some of was that like interpretive dance or like what was that sort of in there? I don't know.
You might say that. It was from a music video I did with my band, and I don't know why I was in point shoes and doing ballet. I'm not sure. That's actually who asks those kind of questions. I don't know. Sometimes I'm an artist, so sometimes you just do. At the time, I thought it was a brilliant idea to like prance around in my point shoes. My rock music video.
Scotty went through that phase.
Oh God, I tried the point, Will. It's very hard on my toes. I wasn't able to. You gotta crunch them into like the box, that little square toe thing. It wasn't working for me.
What's that thing called? That little ballet move? That something ball and chain or something? What is it? I don't know.
He knows. Nina, he knows. He knows all the ballet moves. Don't let him fool you.
Wait, Nina, but this movie is it's a really good cast too.
Yeah.
I saw I'm trying to get his name here. It's Louis Mandylor.
Louis Mandylor. Yeah.
From Big Fat Greek Wedding. He was in Friends. He's got a big part in this movie. How was filming with how was the filming of the movie?
Well, Louis and I did a movie in Bulgaria together called Doom Annihilation. So we actually met in Bulgaria, and he's amazing. I love him. The reason why it was so much fun on this particular movie was the cast. They're all real actors. Timothy V. Murphy Actors Studio. Louis, like they're method actors like myself.
Right.
So, it was really an incredible experience to work with like-minded actors, and
great.
Daniel Bernhardt, my other co-star who plays my SS officer, so it was really wonderful. I couldn't have done it without them, like normally on a movie set, there's always like one person where you just like, ugh. And on this one, Jesse Johnson, the director, just really had a wonderful cast. So, it made my job easier.
When I watched the trailer, and I'm going to play it in 1 second, when the trailer ended, I immediately thought of Brad Pitt's line, Will, in Inglourious Bastards, when he says, we're in the business of killing Nazis, and brother, business is booming. It was really great. But anyway, listen, here's the trailer. I want you guys to take a look at it, and then we'll talk more on the other side. Hell Hath No Fury, coming out in November. Watch this.
You want to tell us where that gold is? Maybe we can all go home.
I'm doing my best to remember. I promise.
If I were you, I'd keep real still, Marie.
Well, them the
fighting is over. Freedom.
Ne tire pas. Je suis résistante.
Then we're going to tar and feather that girl. She begged us to help her. Promised the major buried treasure.
We don't find that gold by sundown. This will not end nicely for you.
No gold, Major.
You're the one that told us there was gold here, Marie.
Vive la France!
Stay out! They here waiting for us.
I don't know.
She's a liar. Hitler's elite guard. Think there's a chance they just pass us by?
Hell no, they're coming. We will let you live. You gotta help us kill these Nazis. You said you can shoot. The question is, can you really? If we ambush them just right, they die.
Get in position!
We won't stand a chance.
Don't you see? She's using you. One clever trickster, Marie.
Maybe we put down these guns. We all get a little piece of that gold. We got a deal?
No more deals.
Pretty good, huh? Pretty good. Nina, that looks like you guys probably had a lot of fun shooting that movie, right?
We did. We did. It was a lot of fun. But what you're not seeing in the trailer, they pick the most exciting parts. But it's a really beautiful, heartfelt story based on a true story about this woman, Marie's journey, and her parents getting killed by an SS officer, and her infiltrating and dating the SS officer to falling in love with the officer. And I don't want to give the movie away, but it's actually a very heartfelt story. I don't know how else to say it. And
there's some good script and verbiage going along with all that action.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's a true story. That's so interesting. And then, so let me ask you this, because what you just said kind of made me think about this. You as an actor, you're one part of the film. And then after you do your part, there's editors and there's music and there's CGI and there's directing. What is that like to kind of do a film and you're doing it one way, and then you have to sort of give up control and then see what someone else puts together and see a trailer for the movie like, oh, that's the direction they're going in? Is that a strange feeling?
I don't like it.
No, I can imagine.
I have one vision, of how I see her, and the director, Jesse, was gracious enough to just let me do my thing,
Yeah.
I had a very clear vision of her, and he just kind of let me portray her how I wanted to. And he, I think, did pretty closely like what I had in mind. Of course, it's just so difficult because I have a script, and then you're on set, and I live in this bubble. I wanted to like live close to set. I wanted, I didn't talk to anyone. I studied, I lost weight. I, learned about the history. I just really tried to get in as deep as I could to honor her story and that time, because I think it's a very important story that needs to be told, because there's so many of those women back then that did what she did. She will infiltrate and date these Nazis to gather information, and there were unsung heroes that no one ever talked about. So I, I'm lucky enough to give her a voice, so I wanted to honor that and do the best job I could. So I was kind of in a bubble. When you do these, or when I do these movies, I'm like in a bubble. You sleep 3 hours a night, you study and torture yourself watching all of the footage I could find. And, you know what I mean? And really trying to dive in as deep as I possibly can,
Yeah. Nina, I want to take a second to talk, as I was looking up your history today, and it always comes up about your grandfather.
Yeah.
And it always says the greatest Russian actor ever.
Yes.
Greatest actor in Russia ever. I don't want to buy. His first name was Pavel
Kalashnikov.
I didn't want to ruin his last name, but
you ruined the first name already, Scott.
Right.
Yeah.
Pavel Karishnikov, and this is him here, right?
Yes, correct. That's him.
And you did a lot of am I correct when I read it said you did a lot of traveling around with him?
I have a Russian gypsy grandmother that I visited a lot, and then my grandfather was kind of this. I never met him. He was kind of this, like, he was Stanislavski's protege. He was the first one to do the cherry orchard. So when I was like young, just starting out, I was like, I want to do the cherry orchard and play Anya. Like I wanted to do everything that he did because he was such an inspiration growing up. And when you're little and you haven't seen, I've never met him, so I
okay.
did all the interviews, heard all the stories, and then I traveled with my Russian gypsy grandmother.
Got
she
it.
is the one I traveled with. But I was born in Denmark, just to confuse you even more.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna and Bergman. I mean, that's a big name. There's Ingrid Bergman.
Yes.
And then is it Ingmar Bergman, the director?
Yes. Correct.
Is Bergman like Smith over there in Denmark?
Swedish, and it is like Smith. My other grandparents are Swedish, so no one could say my Russian last name. So I went
Bergman for showbiz.
Yeah.
How often, Nina, are you? Oh, sorry, Scott.
No, go ahead, bud. Go ahead.
How often are you mistaken for Jamie Presley?
A lot, but right now, my hair is growing back. I had to shave it for the movie, but it was longer Margot Robbie ever.
Oh, yeah, Margot Robbie.
Well, that's what I always say. When I first saw Margot Robbie, I was like, she looks just like a younger version of Jamie Presley. And then so the three of you could, walking down the street together would just blow people's minds.
But, sisters, right?
Absolutely.
I take that as a compliment. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, good looking. Well, they're good looking ladies, is what you're trying to say.
I'm trying to politely say,
all right.
Wow.
Nina, let's talk about because you're like a you're a grand slammer because you're a model, you're an actress, a songwriter, a singer. Let's talk about the music for a second, because I know you were in a band.
I was in Letters from the Fire was my last band.
Letters from the Fire, right? This is you guys right here. You were also in a band called Dead Rose Beauty.
Yeah, Dead Rose Beauty got signed to Warner Brothers, so I had a record deal there.
Okay.
And I, experienced the horrible experience of getting a major record deal. I was signed with a guy named Rob Cavallo, who signed Green Day and a lot of amazing bands. But when you're in that big machine, they fired my band and they kind of wanted me to be something I wasn't,
Right. Isn't that how it always works, right? You always see the movies and the behind the scenes.
Wow,
Well, I want to play a quick clip from one of your songs.
Oh, okay.
And then it's In My Blood. I know it's from a few years ago.
Oh yeah.
I hope this is you. I'm gonna play it anyway.
Scotty, it's Margot Robbie's band.
If it's not, you'll let me know. Here you go. Take a look.
Like a spell you can't break, not my mistake. It's in my blood. Baby, I'm I was born this way. It's my destiny. Cut me open and you'll see. It's in my blood.
That was you, right?
that is very much me.
All right, good.
Yeah, I did a reality show for Denmark, where I'm from, and they kind of followed me around and watched me get my record deal. And I wrote the song "In My Blood," that I can't change for the label to try to hint.
Right.
It's blood. You can't make me into this little pop artist. I am who I am, and I was doing music at the time because I was getting these acting parts that I was like, I went to school. I was an amateur boxer to pay for college. I worked my butt off to play cool parts, and I come here to LA, and I wasn't liking the parts I was getting. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a rock star and do what I want.
That's it.
So wait, you wrote that song while you were You wrote the song while you were under the record label that was oppressing you, and you wrote that as kind of a little protest song.
Exactly.
That's awesome. That's
yeah.
ballsy. I love that.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the one thing that I also read, which I thought was great, you guys toured with Meatloaf and the Scorpions.
Yeah, we did when we first started.
Wow.
Meatloaf kind of took me under his wing and showed me.
Really?
Yeah, it was quite a trip. And,
What's your favorite Meatloaf tune?
Well, I'll do anything for love.
And I would do anything. Are you good at singing that one a cappella?
Cannot. The reason why I write my own songs is because I'm not good at singing other people's songs. Yeah, I'm not like Ian, your other guest.
Oh my God, yeah, he's amazing. Cover?
I'm not a good cover.
You've written what, a couple 100 songs or so? You've written.
Oh, more. I've that's what I do. That's how I keep my sanity. I ride motorcycles and write songs.
All right. So if I said to you, Nina, you're going on to an American Idol type show, you have one song to sing for $1 million.
Oh, that's mean.
Which one of your songs would you pick to impress the judges most?
And we'll give you $1 million to sing it right now.
Right now? No, don't do that.
It's $1 million
for $1 million.
You guys are mean.
Don't push Nina. We've said this. I don't want a machine gun to the face. Don't push Nina.
I know where you guys live.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Wait, hold on, Phil. She's telling us we're mean, right? She's telling us we're mean. Is there one that you've written that you're like, you know what, this is far and away above the one that I'd go with?
Well, they're like my babies. Like, which one is your favorite kid?
All right.
Fair to say.
Listen, if there was a beauty contest, I know I'd have to shove one of my daughters out in front in order to win the $1 million. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Both of my girls are beautiful, so I could never decide.
See that, like, they're my, all of my songs are like parts of my life, different stages. So
here's what I'm trying to get at, Nina. Could you sing? I want you to sing something for like 30 seconds. I want to hear your beautiful voice without all the Hazarai stuff.
Without all of the, I don't know if you can play this on the phone. I just shot a music video for a song called Love Is Not Enough.
Oh, really?
The piano.
Okay. Oh, there's a piano part?
Yes, it's just me and the piano, nobody else.
Oh, okay. So what? Put it up. I mean, I wish I would have known. I would have played it on the show.
Well, I didn't know you were going to put me on the spot. I thought we were talking about Hell Hath No Fear.
See, this is how he gets you.
We are.
This is how he gets you, Nina. He always does this.
You don't care about that. You want to hear music.
Nina, he always tries to play gotcha.
Nina, here you go, Nina. Hell Hath No Fury, coming out on November the 5th, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, yeah, you got to do your job.
Yeah, we'll talk about it again.
No, let me find the music video. It's like I'm just about to release it, but I guess I can play a little bit here, right?
Yeah, and now it's just you playing the piano and singing, or just
playing the piano and singing.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'd love to see that.
I'm trying to, strip, because I used to, like that wall of sound behind me, and I could hide in it, and I was an angry teenager, and I think I'm growing up finally.
Weren't we all, right?
Yeah,
there you go. There's the angry teenager, right?
Scotty, as Nina looks for the song, who is what record producer is credited with creating the quote unquote wall of sound?
Oh, this is a trivia question that you're asking me?
Yeah.
Colin. Oh, what music producer?
Worked with the Righteous Brothers and was known for creating the wall of sound.
Quincy Jones.
I believe, Nina, want to take a guess?
Trent Reznor? No.
I believe Phil Spector.
Oh, Phil Spector?
Phil Spector?
I believe Phil Spector is credited with that.
I think you might be right.
I think I might be wrong. The way Nina reacted to that, I'm not confident all of a sudden. Nina, do you speak multiple languages? Did I hear some French or something in the trailer, or am I making that up?
I speak 5, but I don't speak French.
Do you see how
I speak 5.
I speak 5. Oh, yeah, 5 languages. No big deal.
But not French.
I can barely speak English.
Yeah, both of us.
Yeah, but I'm not going to comment on that. You know, we learned it in Europe. We have to, you know what I mean? We have to, you know.
You have to learn them,
And
right?
the thing is that the honest truth is once you learn one, it's easier to learn another. It's like, it's, you know.
Yeah.
It's 5. Yeah. Like I didn't speak French before this movie. I've never spoken French. The only French I knew was, you know, the ballet terms, you know.
Yeah. Plié and up, plié and relevé.
Exactly. Those are the only ones that I know. I don't know. I'm trying to find the video for you, but it's like.
It's all right. You don't have to, Nina. I'll let you off the hook.
Scott just wanted to hear your voice.
Yeah,
I was just
play it for you because I'm so proud of.
I mean, Meatloaf and Scorpions. I mean, those are two of my favorites up there. That had to be amazing for you guys touring with them.
It was incredible. I have to say, it really was.
My ringtone used to be "There's no one like you. I can't wait for the nights with you."
See, Nina, Scott wanted you.
I outgrew it, and I had to.
Scott wanted you to sing so he could record that and make that his new ringtone because he's creepy like that. He's creepy like that.
Oh, he's one of those.
He's one of those.
But you can just ask, and I'll send you a little snippet of the song.
All right,
I'll hook you up.
That'll work.
Yeah, and I don't know if you want some sad love song on your phone. Every
He does. He's going through some stuff.
Loving you.
I'm recently single, so maybe the sad love song would be right what I need. You know.
Me too. I put it all in the song.
You two, what? You're recently single?
Yeah. Huh? Yeah.
What's the name of the
Yeah,
song?
you missed that. We're both recently single. I was waiting for you to come in and be like, you know.
Well, I'm trying to be respectful of Nina. I didn't want to take it to that level of
You've
trying
been
to
disrespectful this whole time. What are you talking about?
I am like Queen Elizabeth. I'm marrying myself.
Wow, that's the nicest way anyone's ever rejected me.
Yes. Will, from now on, when you hear that answer, you know you have no shot.
No shot. Nina, what are you looking forward to right now? What's something in your life right now that you're just super stoked about?
That I'm super stoked about right now. Obviously, the movie coming
The
out.
release of this movie, Hell Hath No Fury.
Now Scott's pushing it. Now Scott's just
Friday,
gonna push it
November
every 2
5th.
seconds.
I have another one come out that we don't have the date yet, so I can't talk about it, called Seize the Night. And then I can show you a cover of this. I don't know.
Of what? Seize the Night?
No, I did a comic book in COVID. So I shot an incredible comic book with my favorite photographers. And so it's like there's drawings, but it's a comic book. And then I wrote the music. So when you watch the comic book, the music tells a story.
Wow.
And it's called Freya. So we
Very
just
cool.
it up, and it's going to come out very soon. And yeah, it's a very, very cool project. I'm very proud of it. I don't know if you can see.
Let me see. I'll put it up full. Hold on.
No, you can't.
It's dark.
Yeah, it's dark.
Oh, maybe it's better because it's
Tilt it down. Tilt the phone down a little, Nina. Tilt it down.
Up.
Oh no, I just see the.
It's too dark.
I just see us.
What a tease.
I just see our reflection.
But wait, so the comic book.
So it's a comic book.
And you're sort of the visual element of it, or?
I am the character Freya, and throughout the whole thing, and so it's like 80% is photograph, 20% is like drawings, and it tells the whole story, but it's told by music. So we have it like kind of, playing, so it's like you can like you have the chapters and the pages are turning, and I'm a very light and happy soul, so there's a suicide letter in the beginning that folds out, and you can read it.
light and happy, yes.
Light and happy. No, it's about her journey. It's about her journey, and I want to raise some awareness. Like everything I do has a message. I try not to do anything anymore that doesn't have a message. Like I want to, like Hell Hath No Fury has a message. Freya has a message. Is about suicide prevention, how she works through it. It's actually a very positive book, but on the darker side,
Yeah. Is it digital or is it print?
Digital and print, coffee table book, and then in the back you have like a little thing, and you can plop it in and play it
with the music.
It's told by the music. And
sounds very cool.
Well, Nina, when you come back to promote that next movie you were talking about, I want copies of the comic book, and I want this song that you're playing the piano. We need to get those 3 elements into the next show.
Got it. And Seize the Night, I play a goth singer. It's a true story, and I wrote all the music in it.
Really?
And I'm going to be performing in it, and yeah.
Wow. And when does that one come out?
Well, I don't have the release date.
Oh, you don't have the. Okay, so when it does, we'll.
It's getting released, but I don't have the release date. But you're gonna like it because it's goth music, and it seems like your taste.
His taste.
No, I'm like Beach Boys and like Osmonds. I'm not like that. But wait, Nina, is there anything you can't do, or something that you feel that you want to acquire, that you're working towards, or something new?
I can't cook.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't.
Me neither. That's the big one.
Okay, we're never gonna work.
She does. She does.
I will learn, Nina. I will go to culinary school right now if it means it working. Scotty, you're blocking me in more ways than you realize here. I will hire a private chef. You'll never have to cook in your life.
Here,
But
wait. Here's what I'm going to do. Will, I'm going to give you one.
What was that? Did he just cut it? Did he just make it just me and you? All right, Nina, here's what I'm not telling you. Scott is the one who really wants to get with you, and he's just not saying anything. So he's trying to make me as the front man. Oh, hey, Scotty.
Now I got to put him into
I
it.
thought we were doing a professional interview. What's happening?
Yeah, you see how it's breaking down, Nina. Nina,
professional.
Feminism and women empowerment, and I came like all prepared, and I wore a little, very feminine shirt, and and then you guys are just.
What it would have happened if Suki was with me today. But listen, you know what? I did want to touch on the animal rights stuff, because I'm a huge animal guy. I love animals. And what has that been since you're a little kid, that you've been just, that type of, I don't know how anybody can hurt any animal, period. Makes me crazy when people are hunting deer and people do things to dogs. I just want to wring them by the neck. But is that something that you've been passionate about since you're young, or it recently came about?
Since I was 7, I made the connection that I don't want to hurt animals either. But every time you take a bite of a burger, you're hurting a cow that's in a slaughterhouse, or a pig that's pumped with chemicals and had a miserable life. So I made the connection at 7 years old. I was like, oh, I love animals, but I eat them. So I don't love animals. I love pets.
Right.
Not animals.
Right. And then you changed it over to vegan, right? Aren't you vegan now?
I changed it over to vegan. And then I worked undercover for 6 years, went to, slaughterhouses, horse races. I mean, you name it. Dedicated my life to it. And then that's hence the boxing, the anger. I needed an outlet because I just saw too much, Yeah. Paul McCartney says, if slaughterhouses had glass windows, nobody would eat meat. So, I'm just trying to do my part and make people aware, and, just cut down, and, just do the best you can, and I wanted to be, an advocate of vegans are not weak, obviously, because I think that if you're vegan, you're in this little skinny thing that's, gonna, I don't know, wither away. And I try to eat what the strongest animals eat, elephants, gorillas, they're all vegans.
They're all eating the plants, right?
Yes.
Well, Nina, listen, the movie Hell Hath No Fury. I love how your name is right up there on the top, coming out Friday, November 5th in theaters. And then digitally, you said what, the 10th?
The 9th.
The 9th. Okay, digitally on the 9th. But listen, you saw the trailer. You got to go see it in the theaters, because it's one of those movies. It's just not going to be the same if you're watching on demand. It's got to be in the theater with some good sound and a big screen. And did you count in the movie how many people you actually knock off in this film, or no?
Actually, she, Marie, my character, she's one of those. She has more like of a quiet strength. You know what I mean? She's the hero of the movie, but she's very quiet. Where I'm more, I go and punch people, and you know what I mean, and confront people. Where she's a lot more quiet, and because in the time period and her situation, she could get killed at any moment. So I didn't actually do that much shooting and killing.
Okay.
As you might, she does do her part, but just because she's forced to do it,
Well, I don't think anybody can look at anything you've done and think vegans are weak. because you're killing it in figuratively and in some cases literally. So you're definitely a good setting a good example for the strong vegan. I'll tell you that much.
Well, thank you. I'm doing my best. I'm trying, you know.
Yeah, Nina, thank you so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure. Again, here's the movie Hell Hath No Fury. You got to go check it out, Nina Bergman, and just remember that name because it's going to be huge. You're an action star, and it's only gets bigger from here, Nina.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, Nina. Great meeting you.
Just strike anything Will has said from the record, and it will still have been a professional interview.
Yeah, got it. No,
Scotty, once you left the room and put the two of us there together, what was there supposed to? You made me look like some kind of a pig.
I don't know.
Kind of fill time.
Listen, Suki used to host Find Love Live on TLC, and it was in these 3 boxes. It was the same thing. People asking each other questions.
It was. I don't know.
You know what was amazing, Nina? Before you go, Suki was hosting the show on TLC last summer.
Yeah.
It was called Find Love Live, and it would be like one bachelor, bachelorette, and 3 guys on the bottom.
Oh, wow.
And she would have to get rid of one of the 3 guys right off the bat purely on looks. And I just thought that was such a mean thing to do. And
why would she do that?
well, it's not her; it's the the producers of the show. But it was okay. So here are the 3 guys. You got to get rid of one of them right off the bat, and you're like,
oh my God.
It was an emotional slaughterhouse.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a slaughter, but it was.
You have the wisdom,
crazy.
Scott, the wisdom, the the knowledge, the brain, the long-term experience, and then you have the whippersnapper who will hire a private chef from me.
See that? I think we're into the game. We're into the Find Love Live now, Will.
You know what, Scott? I am not saying a word. I'm not going to say a word. I don't want to paint myself into a corner, get myself in trouble.
All right.
I am just going to let Nina have the floor.
I'm married to myself.
Will, it's over, Will. It's Will.
I love it, and I hope you live happily ever after.
Nina, thank you so much. Continued success, and we loved having. Really, I want to have you back when you have the other stuff going on.
No, I'm very, very excited about it. And the new music video, just a piano and me, just for you.
Absolutely.
I've never done this before. It's very scary to just sit in the piano
and play.
Yeah,
very talented.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Nina, thank you so much. Have a great time. Good luck with the movie. We'll keep promoting it on here, but again, you'll come back. We love to have you back again.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Nina. Nice meeting you.
Thank you, Nina.
You too.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Is she talented? I mean, how talented is she?
I knew she was very talented. And then, the 5 languages, the comic book, the piano she's playing. And yeah, no, that was great. And I feel like when Nina was talking about the difference between like in Europe, you have to learn a lot of languages. And
right.
that was kind of like, I think everyone in Europe just thinks Americans are kind of dumb.
I love how Will, she's like, I know 5, but they're not French.
I know 5, yeah, not French. Which also means I was wrong when I said, "Oh, were you speaking French in the movie?"
Right. Well, no, she said she was, but I guess that was in the script.
Oh, just a few words.
She doesn't speak the language.
Right. I got you. But
anyway, Willie Kid, you did a nice job today, but I think you may take over now.
For you?
Listen, before we go, don't forget the coffee mugs.
Order them.
Well, we may have to add Will's mug to these mugs one of these days.
Scotty, I ordered them. Actually, my mom went on after seeing the show.
No, she did?
She ordered mugs for everybody. So mine are, I believe, at her house, and I have to get them.
Really?
Yes.
Look at your mom. Nicely done.
Yeah, she's a big fan of Phil from the USAA commercial. And yours, of course.
He plays Martin.
Martin.
But again, it's heroforlife.us. The promo code's USA1. You get 20% off of the money going to the disabled vets. Is not a better cause you could find right there. And basically, we got these. The mugs are selling like crazy. We, of course, the apparel, America's Heroes, and people keep sending us their pictures when they get the stuff. We'll put them up. And that's it, bud. That was a quick, right? Got an hour and 20 minutes. Goes pretty quick. No, you had a good time?
I mean, I had a good time. Anytime I'm hanging out with you, Scotty, is a good time. How could I complain about that?
Listen, I personally think if I was single along with you,
Yeah.
You and I could go into a bar, and I think we can dazzle any female audience in the bar.
Dazzle them.
Yeah,
Just
dazzle.
start like just go microphone spotlight.
You goof on each other. They like that. They like
Right.
when you self-deprecation, little goofing on each other.
Right. You call me Phil.
Yeah.
You call me Phil by accident.
Hold on. Scott Stanford. Lori wants Will to sing "Happy Birthday" to her.
I'm gonna need some confirmation that it's actually Lori's birthday.
There's your confirmation.
But we don't know that it's actually Lori's birthday. Or did she just mean in general?
Well, listen, if today's her birthday, whether it is or not, she can't ask again for another 365 days.
This is true. But, the last time I sang on this show, Scott, I don't know if you realize this, and Lori, I will not forget your request. Just hang tight for a second. Is that when you had me sign off last show, you had me, you were like, can you sing, Good Night, Sweetheart? And literally it cut off as I was I sang the whole couple of verses.
Right.
And then at the very end, I was like, it's time to boom. And the show cut off as I said right before the last word I was going to say. And I mean, people were just rioting in the streets.
They were rioting.
Hear me finish that.
Well, yeah, but you can't time when the show ends. I have to hit end show.
And then it felt deliberate.
And then like 5 seconds later, it cuts off.
It felt a little deliberate. Scott.
Lori, she says Saturday is her birthday, but since we're not on Saturday, and I think you should do it in.
I knew you. I knew it. I knew you were going to do that. I should do it as Louis Armstrong.
Either Louis Armstrong or Christopher Walken.
All right,
go ahead. Come on, you'll really impress me. Ready? Here we go. Go ahead. I'm putting you up full screen. Hold on. Ready? It's all you. It's all you.
Think of other people who I could sing as. I don't know.
Go ahead.
But
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lori.
Happy birthday to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, only the most talented people we have on this program. That killed me.
Oh man, we have the best fans here, man.
Yeah, no, it's
I
great.
love it. And you doing good, Scotty? Everything is good?
Me? Yeah, I'm doing great, bro. I'm doing great.
You taking everything in? I saw Dancing with the Stars started up. I don't know if you watched that stuff.
Well, yeah,
your buddy The Miz.
My boy The Miz is on. Did very well the other night.
Did he? Well, he's athletic, you'd think. Although he lost a couple points when he did a pile drove his partner into the ground. But he got confused as to where he was, I think.
I love it. No, but Miz will do well on that show. He's a character.
You'd think the athletes would do well. They had like Amon Shumpert was on.
Yeah.
He's
to be on the Knicks.
From the Knicks, yeah. People thought he'd be a slam dunk, but he's on. He missed because he was in Knicks, so he didn't get that. He didn't slam dunk it. And then Lori, what's her name?
Lori Wilson's
Wilson's daughter.
Olivia.
There you go.
Olivia.
She goes by Olivia Jade.
Right, Olivia Jade.
Now, is that because she doesn't want to be associated with?
No, I think it was always Olivia Jade. That was her big social handle, her social media, the whole deal.
Okay. She got on because her resume said that she was
USC.
the Bolshoi.
Right.
She was the Bolshoi. Turned out to be the bullshit, but
Yeah. She was a member of the rowing squad, the whole deal. But listen, bro, we got to wrap it up because
always wrap it up, Scotty.
I'd love to sit here all day, but I can't do it. Just can't do it.
Always wrap it up, Scott.
Let me tell you who we get on here next week.
Hit me.
Let me tell you who we got. Next week we have you know the actress Shiva Nagar from she's on a lot of like the CSIs.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up now.
Look her up. You're gonna like that one.
She's on.
Yeah, Rob Shooter's on with a new book. Amy Noble. Amy Noble, I saw in the New York Post.
Yeah.
She is a $10,000 dating coach. Will, maybe we should have you on for this. It costs $10,000 to have her help you find a date. I saw her in the New York Post. I immediately reached out to her. She's coming on the 30th. because I need to know what the hell goes on for $10,000.
But here's where that's counterintuitive, Scotty. Here's where I'm having trouble with this one.
Go ahead.
If you can afford
$10,000
to throw $10,000 away at a coach to get a date, you have enough money, you should be able to get a date.
Right. Oh, you just buy a date.
No, but if you can afford 10 grand on a dating coach, you probably are well off enough. You should be able to get yourself a date.
You are correct, sir.
But that sounds like an exciting
we got
week of shows, man.
We got some good people coming up, and that'll do it, my man. It was a pleasure having you.
Let me say though, in all honesty, I know we joke around a lot, but I appreciate you asking me to do this. This was super fun. I'm here for you. I hope everybody enjoyed it. And thank you, Scott. You're a good guy. I appreciate it. As much as I break your chops, you've got your good qualities.
And you came as advertised, my friend. Very nicely done.
I'm
going to leave everybody with a little Suki and Scott flashback. We'll see you guys next week. Willie Kid, have a great weekend. I love you, bud, and we'll talk soon. I'll get you Nina's phone number.
We scared her away. We won't be seeing Nina for a long, long time.
She's like, I'm not going back on that show. I'll see you later, my man. Great job, bud.
All right, Scotty, have a good one.
Bye-bye.
It's a Suki and Scott show. Fantastic flashback.
A young pilot plans a rescue mission with his father. An Air Force colonel is shot down over enemy territory and captured.
Iron Eagle. You got it.
Iron Eagle with Jason Gedrick, right?
Absolutely.
Jason Gedrick. All right, Lou, this one's for you. A little harder now. A pair of adventurers try to track down an ancient Aztec, Mayan, Egyptian, Apache hoard of gold.
Firewalker.
Oh, nicely done. Who was your co-star in that movie?
The Running Man.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris, yeah.
All right, my friend. Suk, here we go. We're 1-1.
All right. You going to give me a tough one now?
This is very tough. A teacher is assigned to be the principal of a violent and crime-ridden high school.
Oh. The principal.
It's right there in it, Suk. Lou, who was the co-star?
Jimmy Belushi.
Jim Belushi. Man knows his movies. Lou, do you know some people who come on with us, they don't remember the movies they're in. Here we go.
Life. It's all fun.
3 more, Lou, for the tie right here. Gabriel Cain has just been released from prison when he sets up a bet with a businessman. The businessman owns most of a boxing-mad town called?
Digstown.
Nicely done, my friend. Who was your co-star?
Well, Jimmy Woods.
James Woods.
James,
What the heck was James Woods like? What was he?
The Rhodes Scholar.
It's a Suki